Good morning. This is Dr. Ray, and welcome. Make sure you watch us every single Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Time as we stream live on NutriMost USA on the Facebook page. We're going to be joining KDKA in just a little bit. I tell you what, good morning from Pittsburgh. This was the sunrise as I was on my way, ready to leave to come to the office today. And because we are broadcasting here from the corporate location in Pittsburgh. And this was right from my driveway. It's, and again, the entire sky was lit up. But I'll tell you what, it's been beautiful sunrises here in Pittsburgh, which is pretty cool. But hey, I hope everybody got to see our Thursday broadcast with every 12 at 12 noon on Thursday. We actually did it on Wednesday, but you can go back on NutriMost USA. And it's pretty interesting because we went through the real truth about, does turkey make you sleepy? What makes you sleepy? How does it work? How does it actually affect it? Does tryptophan rise in the brain? If it does, how much does it rise? What doesn't? What goes down and what goes up, and why is that? We went through why so many people who eat chicken eggs. What about the turkey eggs? 45 million turkeys for Thanksgiving, and no one talks about that. Hardly anybody ever eats a turkey egg. So I thought that was a pretty good thing to go over. But so today we're going to have some we're going to have Sharon and Dr. Tafuri on. We are going to go over some brief research. But we have a great interview with them. But I want to remind everybody, and that is of our Black Friday sale. And I'll tell you what, this is a great sale because it's 25% off if you've never done the program before. If you've done the program before, it's 35% off. And we've only had one other sale in the history of NutriMost. Now just think about that. There's only been one sale in the entire history of NutriMost, and that was last Black Friday. So as everybody was asking, are we going to have another sale? Are we going to do it again this year? And I said, you know what? I don't ever like to devalue the program because it's the best program that there is. It's a literally amazing program. And so I really don't like to put it on sale. And so we went through in our office sort of like a little bit of a debate, with our team. Should we have it? And we are having it again. Don't know if we'll even have it after that. We're going to see how things work this year. But I'll tell you what, this is the time to take advantage of it. You have till Cyber Monday. All right, so Cyber Monday is our last day of the sale. So before you forget and say, the next day, no, it's not on sale the next day. Okay, so it's only for through Cyber Monday, and it's that doesn't mean you have to start it right then. You just have to purchase that, and then you can decide if you want to start January 1, you can do that. But this is, I think we're going to have a great show today. But I just want to remind everybody about the reality of what this is all about. And by the way, we may be going back to KDK shortly. I was just trying to see if I thought we were going to come back there. But one of the things that we talk about, the fact that this is the perfect opportunity to take advantage of that. And, I'm going to be going over we're going to have some different recipes this week on today's show. The other thing we're going to have, okay, we're ready to go back. Hold on here.
KA Weekend Magazine with your host, Dr. Ray. The following information is paid for by NutriMost Weight Loss Centers and is intended solely to further the public's general knowledge about weight loss programs. KDKA Radio does not guarantee the accuracy of any information aired in this program. Individual problems or questions concerning weight loss programs should always be referred to your healthcare professional.
The KDKA Weekend Magazine. Local talk from local experts. News Radio 1020 KDKA.
Life will never be the same. Life is changing. Life will never
All right, well, a special hour coming up. Dr. Ray Wisniewski, NutriMost.com, 855-NutriMost or 855-688-7466. Joining us now live from the NutriMost studios. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say good morning and happy holiday weekend to Dr. Ray Wisniewski. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, Rob. I'll tell you what, and it is a good morning. One of the things that I want to go over with everybody is that this weekend is a great time because we've only put the NutriMost program on sale. We never have a sale on the NutriMost program, and we did it last year on Black Friday. So Black Friday, we had this big 25% off sale, and we weren't sure if we were going to ever do it again, and we decided to do it again this year, and that sale ends on Cyber Monday. So it's through Monday. So you want to give us a call. You want to go online. You can make that happen. I tell you what, it's the only time of the year, and I don't even know if we'll ever do it again. The entire time that we've had NutriMost, we've had a sale for one time, and this was it. So we urge you to give us a call. And remember, it's quite easy. All you have to do is call 855-688-7466, 855-688-7466. You can schedule a consultation. It has to be done before on Monday. You can go online to NutriMost.com and make that happen. But we got some just amazing things going on, Rob. And I have a guest today that we're going to talk to, and that's going to be Sharon, and it's going to be Sharon and Dr. Tafuri. And before I do that, I'm going to go real quick into, because we're going to have them on there. I'm going to give them some time, so we're going to make this segment short. But this was a Facebook post of the week. It's from Becca. She said, I had my doctor's appointment yesterday. My cholesterol was 139 with my LDL at 65. All my other blood work was normal. My MS levels were non-existent. My heart function is 80% with no deterioration. So what that means is my stenosis is stable and I won't need a heart valve, which leads to congestive heart failure, which leads to not a very nice death. So that's off my list. My alien that lives in my lung was a 5. Now it's at 3. And I only have to go back once a year to have it checked. He likes my weight. I asked him if I would have to worry about a heart attack again, but since I've had to already, just to be aware, he says, just to be aware of it, but don't worry about it. A lot of people will give you a guff about the way you eat and your lifestyle. I tell you now, a healthy life is way more important than what you put in your mouth. 57 years old, I'm the healthiest I've been in my entire life. I always give credit to my God for keeping me alive so I could follow this journey. So when you sit down to dinner today, she wrote this on Thanksgiving Day, remember, the scales will tell on you tomorrow, and you'll feel like crap. So have a little, not a lot. Love you all, and happy Thanksgiving. That's what I want for everybody. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, but it's all about finding out, getting yourself into that perfect zone. Remember, NutriMost is unlike anything else. You can call us right now, 855-688 7466. That's 855-NutriMost, or visit us online at NutriMost.com.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come right back. More with Dr. Ray in just a couple of moments. Again, 855-NutriMost, 855-688-7466.
Okay, we took a quick break there because I'm going to come back with Sharon and Dr. Tafuri because it's a little bit of a longer, and I know that they have limited time on that. But, one of the things that I wanted to go through, and I talked on here about, Becca, and she, and I want to bring up Becca again, and you take a look at that. That's our Facebook post of the week, and it's, I want to give a disclaimer on that doesn't mean that it's, that's going to be everybody. It's just saying, hey, let's do what you can to give yourself the best chance to have a really healthy life. And that's what it's all about. And so we take a look at these things, and it can just make all the difference in the world. And, one of the other things I want to go through is that there's and I don't know if I'll have time today to do some of this. So I'm looking to see what I'm going to, because there's so much information. And I just want to bring up, this is, and I may wait to go over this. I'll probably do my, this is some breaking research that was, and it's from Metabolism, Clinical and Experimental, and that cinnamaldehyde induces fat cell autonomous thermogenesis and metabolic reprogramming. Hey, this is pretty cool because it's research that was just put out by the University of Michigan Life Sciences Institute. So it's Michigan LSI. And what they wanted to do is, what they found was that a really common holiday spice, which is cinnamon, actually helps against obesity. And you can't go on any of this stuff. When they show that it helps against it, it just moves it into a certain pattern. Okay, we're back.
Natural Health Solutions Uncensored, part of the KDKA Weekend Magazine, with your host, Dr. Ray.
The KDKA Weekend Magazine. Local talk from local experts. News Radio 1020 KDKA.
Life will never be the same. Life is changing. Life will never.
All right, as we get back to Dr. Ray, that number again, 855-NutriMost or 855-688-7466. Dr. Ray Wisniewski. Doc?
Rob, one of the things I wanted to do, I told you we brought on Sharon and Dr. Tafuri, and I'd really like to bring them on, on the line. Let me see. Okay, we have on the line Dr. Tafuri and Sharon, and just so you know out there, Dr. Tafuri is he's just an amazing guy, and you're going to see why in just a little bit here. But he's father of 4, he's a grandfather of 3, but his whole focus has always been on his family and on helping people, and he's saving lives and changing lives every single day. And it's just the approach that he uses. He's been a practicing doctor of chiropractic for 36 years. He has an extremely extensive background as well as certifications in numerous natural healing methods. And he just really has an amazing NutriMost office that we're just so proud of. And we're proud of his whole staff because he has an amazing group of coaches that help people not only lose weight, but really help improve so many of these comorbidity health challenges that are associated with weight gain. When we take a look at things like high blood pressure and diabetes and high cholesterol and inflammation and so many more things. So we have Dr. Tafuri on, and we have one of his patients, Sharon, and Sharon's actually a registered nurse as well. She's really devoted her entire career to caring for the elderly. She's certified in dementia and Alzheimer's care, and she's going to be joining us. And Sharon and Dr. Tafuri, are you guys there?
Yes, we are. Hello.
Hello. How are you, Dr. Ray?
Spectacular. You know what? I'm going to start with Sharon. If you can just, we have your before and after pictures up here, Sharon, and they're absolutely amazing. I know. Can you just take us through the journey of how you came across NutriMost? Like what was your experience with this, and just take us through that.
Oh, the experience has been awesome. I'm so thankful for this program, Dr. Ray. It's changed my life. It's spilled over to my family and other people in my life who have also reaped the benefits from it. I really started the journey just being metabolically ill. My blood pressure was high. My arthritis was killing me. I had horrible gastritis, and I was on too many medications. And as a nurse, but also someone who always focused on health and nutrition as a foundation, knew that I was heading myself in the wrong direction. So I really had heard about the NutriMost program on the radio and really sought out in our local area who to go to really get some help. And Dr. Tafuri and his office and his staff were the ones that were brought in front of me, and I really feel like that was for a purpose and a reason because they're amazing. So my journey has been, about a year on the program of losing over 80 pounds. I'm down 82. We figured out today 82.8 pounds. But more than the weight is the change in the way I feel. Mentally, I'm more focused. Physically, I'm functioning to my optimum level at this stage of my life. I went from a metabolic age of 90 to a metabolic age of 40, and I'm 55. So to me, that is just amazing. So I have to thank you, Dr. Tafuri and Dr. Ray, for developing this program because it works. I truly believe that if you are consistent, you soak up all the information, you use the resources and the coaches that are available, and you follow the program the way it is designed, it will work. It works amazing.
Can you tell us, like, how do you even find us, and how Dr. Tafuri is, because I know you can tell how you started with us. I think that was interesting.
Right, I heard about the program on the Christian radio station and then also on some secular local radio stations. So every time I heard about it, it just kept drilling in my mind, this is something I should lean toward. And chiropractic care, again, has always been something I believe in as a foundation for well-being and health. So because this program was designed and the foundation is based from nutrition and chiropractic care, I already had, a foundation that I believed it was to be true and it would work.
Okay, and I know
on a Sunday afternoon, I was determined. I called the office and I said, if you guys can see me, then I will. I felt in my heart that it was the right thing to do because it was the only time with my schedule I could possibly even look into it. And Tara, right, our coach, agreed. They made an appointment to come in when the office was closed and meet with me on a Sunday afternoon. So that was amazing.
Can you tell us if any of the other changes that happened with you, as far as like energy or anything like that?
Oh, I have a tremendous amount of energy. Instead of wanting to fall asleep at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm looking for a second wind here and what I'm going to do with the rest of my evening. I began to drive my husband crazy, but he's followed most of the principles now, so he and I together are going to grow old together and be active and healthy. We have 5 grandchildren that we are enjoying and can run around after. So it's helped. I was pre-diabetic. I'm not anymore. I'm off all my medications. I was on high blood pressure medication and other medications. Actually, another thing I did want to mention, too, is when I first started the program, I was in a very stressful time with my job and things going on with my family. So emotionally, it helped me deal with that in a positive way. And also, I was beginning to develop shingles. And day one, when I had an outbreak and came into Dr. Tafuri's office, instead of going to my general practitioner to go on the traditional medications, the antivirals, Dr. Tafuri made a recommendation, and I followed his recommendation. Within 3 days, it started to subside. Within a week, I had no signs of the shingles, and it was gone.
That's awesome. So what would you tell people? There's people out there, they listen to our program, they listen, they see advertisements, and yet they continue to, they basically doubt. And but by the way, I didn't ask you about that. Did you like when you came in? It seemed like you were ready to go. Did you have any skepticism of the program? Did you try any other programs before this?
Well, I had traditionally tried traditional diets, and I tried like Weight Watchers. I had tried those prepackaged foods and things like that. They only worked for a period of time. I'd have some success, but it wasn't long-lasting. I was on starvation-type diets, like only eat when you're hungry, but to the point where I wasn't feeding my body what it needed. So none of that ever lasted. I would have short-term results, but it always came back and then double time. So I had a little skepticism, but I had talked to other people that the program was successful. I saw it started to work in my body right from the beginning. And, having such great coaches and Dr. Tafuri available for a phone call, a text message, a question, and also the way that the NEVA program is set up with the text messaging, all of those things helped. As there's any doubts, it helped right away take care of the situation, the doubt, nip it in the bud, and help you keep moving forward. So yes and no to that question.
Okay. And Dr. Tafuri, I know you guys have just a great staff. I know you guys had mentioned Tara, and she does awesome. You guys are always at every conference, on every call. You just do amazing work over there. And
like yourself, you can only be as good as the people you surround yourself with. And my team is an incredible source of support, knowledge, and they're just amazing people. I've always said that I have a group of people, being in practice for 36 years and having basically hundreds of employees over those years, I finally said I got it right in the last couple of years because I found people that actually didn't come to work just for a paycheck. They came with a passion and a drive and a motivation and really make a difference in people's lives. And that's the most amazing thing about NutriMost. We solicit the aspect of weight loss, because, that's really one of the primary things linked to so many health issues. But when we sit people down right from the get-go and we go through all their health history and their comorbid issues, this is what I tell them. I said, you came to lose weight, but as in the process of getting healthier, you will lose weight as a side effect. So this is what we're focusing on right now. And if you're taking a variety of medications, as a chiropractic physician, I don't put you on those medications. I don't take you off of them. But I will work with you or your physicians directly to see if we can help you eliminate them or reduce them. And in every situation it's occurred, whether it's diabetes or hypoglycemia, high cholesterol, or gastroesophageal reflux or hypertension, there's always been an adjustment and a reduction in the medication. And the first time you see a patient come off, fast-acting insulin, slow-acting insulin, glyburide, metformin, all these different, ACE inhibitors, it's just incredible. And it's not coincidence when it happens repeatedly over and over again. And I seem to attract a lot of professional people, and I guess that's just because of the interaction I have, because, they understand the need for doing something better. But the problem is, and I've had over 25 medical physicians, probably a lot more than that I know of, and in one particular hospital in the area, at least 12 of them have come. And it started with the nurses. The nurses came as patients. The doctors saw them. They had health issues going on, and they just had dramatic improvement in their health to the point that they said, look, I got to do something. Mm-hmm. And they started becoming patient of mine. And many of those patients, here's a nice thing, and I know you appreciate that. Years ago, as the world of medicine and chiropractic were kind of stretched, and now many of these patients are my chiropractic patients too, and they would look at me as I would go inside sometime, and they would come out from a consultation, and they say, could you take a look at me? And I said, of course I can. And now they're chiropractic patients as well. So my whole paradigm has always been this equilateral triangle, that life is balanced. And we look at the physical and structural, we look at the biochemical, and we look at the emotional. And every patient I work with, I try and help them to understand that, that concept. And NutriMost has just been an incredible, amazing tool, because nothing I've ever worked with, and like yourself, I've been in the world of nutrition and weight loss and all these different metabolic programs, but nothing works like NutriMost.
Well, and speaking of professional spillover, as in my practice, in my office, it has spilled over to a number of people, and there's been 3 especially that have been tremendously successful. One with multiple sclerosis that is functioning well without medication, and everyone is like, what are you doing? How can I do this? And they're seeking out NutriMost because they're seeing that it actually works.
And you were kind enough. We actually went down. We did a lunch and learn, and we did. We brought in lunch that day, and we had a group of the professionals that were there. And we spoke, and we talked about the program, what it could do, and, it wasn't a sales pitch. You say, look, if you really want to help change your life, we're here to help you. And little by little, people just started coming in because of Sharon, really what it came down to.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Well, we're running out of time here, so I'm going to do one thing. Sharon, can you end by, let me just ask you this one question. What do you say to that one person, that's either listening every week, or they've seen other people go through the program, or they've seen an advertisement, yet they still haven't made that action, they still haven't made that call, and you know that it can help them? Like, what would you say to that one person?
Well, I would say that think about a year from now or 6 months from now. The time's still going to go by. Don't you want to be healthy? Don't you want to feel better? I'm telling you, if you get the information you need, you follow the program, you're committed to consistency, it will work. I have been through other programs, they don't last. This one has been over a year. It's been 14 months, and the weight is staying off.
Right.
There's barriers. Sometimes cost is a barrier, but you know what? It cost me, when I figured it out over a year, it cost me a lot more money to spend money on medications and co-pays to doctors and things for these other conditions as compared to going through this program that changed the rest of my life.
Well, I'll say thank you very much. That was awesome, and congratulations. And you guys are all doing fantastic. Doc, you do a great job in your office. And Sharon, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. It was nice to talk to you.
Same here.
All right, listen,
Bye.
Let me just jump in here, and we'll come back and pick up with Dr. Ray right after CBS Radio News at 31 past the hour. Getting ready next hour, of course, with the guys from True Value. And then at 11 o'clock, we'll spend a little time with Debbie Evans from the South Hills office at AAA Central Talking Travel, and then Nan Cohen, Alan Kaplan, Petland, Pittsburgh Mills. But let me give you the very important information that you need right now to be a part of the whole NutriMost program and what Dr. Ray has created here, and it is a phenomenon, folks, and it is a worldwide phenomenon. Of course, Dr. Ray, he's headquartered right here in Pittsburgh. He has a number of offices within a reach or two from just about anywhere that you live or listening in our region. So what you need to do, you need to call and get your appointment and then get in and meet his staff and meet Dr. Ray and get started on this program that will truly give you a chance to get things turned around in your life. It's all about balance, about your well-being. And, of course, weight loss is their claim to fame, and you heard the success stories there. And we would love to make you one of them as well, too. So here's the number for you. It is 855-NutriMost, NutriMost, 855-NutriMost, or it is 855-688-7466, 855-688-7466. I would call right now, get that appointment scheduled, do it right now. And then, of course, you can always find out more about what they do at their incredible website, which is NutriMost, NutriMost.com, NutriMost.com. 855-NutriMost, 855-688-7466. Back with more Dr. Ray in a moment. Good morning.
All right. Well, we're waiting while they go to break. We'll continue on. And by the way, one of the things I want to say is, and we do have to say when we come back, we'll be giving the disclaimer as well, that that, and this is a disclaimer that our weight loss participants on the NutriMost program varies. Federal agencies suggest most people participate on a program will lose an average of 1 to 2 pounds per week. Testimonials are from actual clients who have completed the program and did not receive any compensation for their endorsement. There's no guarantee of specific results. Results may vary depending on the program. And, our 20-pound weight loss guarantee, we always say that it's by the end of 70 days, our clients participating in the program, we guarantee that you'll lose 20 pounds. If you don't lose 20 pounds at any point during that period, your office will refund a prorated amount of your program fee proportionate to your weight loss success. So if you were to lose a maximum of 18 pounds during the NutriMost program, you'd be entitled to a refund equal to 10% of that purchase price. So those are the things that we do, and it truly is an amazing program. This, I'm just going to read. This just came in. We had Becca. We had her on. I'm trying to see where I put her testimonial, Facebook post of the week on earlier today, and this is if you recall that. And this just came in on Facebook. It says, I've been on every diet out there, you name it. I've been on it and lost the weight, but they never taught you how to keep it off and to be healthy. That's the difference between NutriMost and the diet plans of this world. Of course, as soon as you got off their plan, what happened? You gained the weight back plus more. And it's even more than that, because what happens is it's the fact that it's about balancing the body. And when you balance the body, these are the things that happen. I mean, you really transform your life. One of the other things, I always I love to put this on, so I will do that. And that is, we have a great community, and this is Zaina, and Zaina, it's her vegetable quiche, and wait till you see this. I'll tell you what, this is just awesome. And so these are the ingredients first, and this is found in our client portal. Zaina, who's a client, we've used her on different advertisements. In fact, she created this, and we asked her if we could put it on the client portal. And by the way, we love that we have an active group. We have an active client portal. We have an active community. And so this is the ingredients: 2 cups blanched almond flour, 1/4 teaspoon NutriMost pink salt, 2 tablespoons of melted grass-fed butter. That's usually like Kerrygold. Melted, may substitute unrefined organic coconut oil, and 1 large egg. And then the filling: 1 cup of sliced bell peppers, 1 cup of mushrooms, 1/2 cup of sliced onions, 1/2 cup of shredded collard greens, 2 tablespoons of avocado oil or oil of your choice. I like actually red palm oil. It's really good oil too. 6 eggs, 1/4 cup of cream or milk, 1/2 cup shredded cheese of your choice. Now remember, prefer raw aged cheese. Should be aged at least 90 days. You want you have much or amount of lactose in that. And then NutriMost pink salt and pepper to taste. And it's really for phase 4 and beyond. But to make the pie crust, you just combine the almond flour, the pink salt, and the food processor. Just a few pulses. Add the melted butter and egg. Process until the dough takes the shape of a ball. Press the dough into a 9-inch pie pan. For the filling, you just saute all the veggies until they're softened in the avocado oil or like the red palm oil, one of those. Line the pie crust with half of the cheese. Add the veggies to the pie crust. Combine the eggs and the cream or milk. Pour the egg mixture over the veggies. Add a bit more shredded cheese and pepper. Put that on top. Bake it at 350 until it's set, about 35 to 40 minutes. And what a creation. Look at that. Well, we're going back to the station, to KDK, but this was awesome.
All right, folks, again, the number, 855-NutriMost, NutriMost.com, 855-688-7466. And once again, Dr. Ray Wisniewski. Doc, good morning.
Good morning, Rob. I tell you what, and I want to remind everybody that you can go online, to our websites. You have, because we have, go to Facebook, NutriMost USA. And because during the break, I actually I showed a great recipe for one of our patients, Zaina. She made a vegetable quiche that was absolutely phenomenal. And it's interesting because we have this great community out there, and it's people that's thousands and thousands of people around the country, and they're doing the program. They just tell their experience. They share it. And even on Thanksgiving, people are just giving thankful messages and just sharing their information. And this was one person. This was Toya, and Toya, she put up her, and I'm showing it, but it says Happy Thanksgiving, happy day after Thanksgiving. She said, I'm feeling pretty darn awesome with my Phase 4 Thanksgiving meal. I did not desire the things that were cooked for family. Yes, I made a meal for them and my Phase 4 meal as well. Even took along my meal when visiting others. And it's interesting that she shows her Thanksgiving dinner plate. And she has cauliflower cheese bake, which has Kerrygold cheddar cheese and egg and almond flour. There's collard greens. There's a turkey wing with chicken broth and cabbage dressing. And there's sauteed butternut squash noodles with coconut oil, nutmeg. She added some Kerrygold butter afterwards. By the way, those look great. And Toya, those look amazing. The turkey breast roast made in an Instant Pot. It's interesting because people come share how they make these things as well, and some of the tools that they use. It says and Cornish hen and chocolate nut butter cake, and that was an interesting one. It looks great. I've never had that. I don't know what that would, but her dish looks phenomenal. She didn't suffer for Thanksgiving, I can tell you that. And she says, of course, my dad felt the need to try my goodies and gave it all a stamp of approval. And I put that up there just because of the fact that it's just great to see this. And right now, this is the perfect time because we do have, like I said, it's our Black Friday special. So it's, this is the time to do it. You can, but go to NutriMost.com. And by the way, for Black Friday, it's the only our program does not go on sale. Just doesn't. And we offer 25% off for any new clients only through Cyber Monday. And you can visit us at NutriMost.com. You can give us a call at 855-NutriMost. But remember, and if you're listening to the broadcast, go to Facebook.com and put in there NutriMost USA. You'll come up to our site. You can see some of the past programs that we've done. You can see the Thursday program, which is on the research. So we're here for you. We want to help you. We want to help transform your life. And that's what people are talking about. That's the difference. We want to be a transformational portion of your life. And it's when we talk about the things that what we do, how we do it, how it makes a difference. And again, I want to just remind everybody, it is our Black Friday sale. Take advantage of it. You will be so happy that you did. And all you have to do, pick up that phone now, call 855-NutriMost, 855-688-7466, 855-688-7466, or visit us online at NutriMost.com. and it'll make a huge difference in your life, I promise you.
Doc, why do you think a lot of programs just don't work for people, even though they do everything they're supposed to do, and especially we're just months away from that New Year's resolution, but they only fail and find themselves back at square one? Why so many programs that just flat out fail for people, Doc?
Well, let's go through the difference. What we talk about is NutriMost is personalized. NutriMost gets you into this ideal state. It takes your hormones in the right direction. It's based on the science and the research. And that's one of the things that makes it so unique. That's one of the things that makes it so different. And by the way, when I go through these and I talk about how people's lives are absolutely transformed, and you heard Sharon talk about how her life was transformed. And by the way, I do want to give our disclaimers, because people that are on our program, number one, the federal agency suggests most people who participate in any weight loss program will lose an average of 1 to 2 pounds per week. Testimonials are from actual clients who have completed the program, didn't receive any compensation for their endorsement, and there's no guarantee of specific results, and results vary depending on the program. But the reason why our program works, and that's what your question was, that reason is because it is personalized. That reason is because we're able to get you into this ideal state, and it's about giving you all the tools to balance your body, help heal the receptors, heal insulin receptors, heal leptin receptors, heal FGF21 receptors. It's all designed with the food when we're looking at things from the molecular level, the cellular level, the metabolic level. When we talk about that metabolic level, that's your hormones, that's your neurotransmitters. Your foods affect that. Our supplements are designed to match your body's unique requirements, your body's unique needs. And other programs don't do that. They're not personalized. They're not designed with the science involved and to help you get to that optimal state. And once you get to that optimal state where your metabolism is working better, your hormones are more balanced, your metabolic system is just working better. That's the difference, Rob.
All right, again, the phone number is 855-NutriMost, 855-688-7466. The first step, making the call. What happens after that, Doc?
Well, the first step is, you make that call, and you come in, and we'll go over. First of all, I encourage you go online, look at NutriMostReviews.com, look at NutriMost.com, and take a look at our website. What happens is we take in, we do a body composition analysis. But they'll schedule you for that. And it's very, we talk about the fact that analysis is for only $27. We do a body composition analysis. We do a weight loss or wellness consultation. We'll review what your body type is, your goals. We'll determine what's the perfect plan for you and your body. We'll do a body composition analysis. And a body composition analysis isn't just looking at your weight. What we're looking at is all the other things. We're looking at your body fat mass, your fat percentage, your fat-free mass, your visceral fat, your body water percentage, your body water mass, your muscle mass, your basal metabolic rate, your metabolic age, which is so important to see how fast is your metabolism going. And so these are the things that make our program so unique. These are the things that make it so different. And then we do the NutriMost intelligence analysis that nobody else has. We have ways to guide you through on a day-to-day basis. You're not left on your own. On a day-to-day basis, you have our NutriMost integrated virtual assistant where you're texting your weight in every day. There's a computer that analyzes that, knows if you're on track or off track. It knows if you should be making, it knows if you should have any changes. It gives you tips. It gives you inspiration. Go to NutriMostReviews.com. Every single review is posted there. Just look, they're almost all 5-star reviews. People just swear. You see, these are real people. They're real people telling their real story. When you have people like Sharon that comes on and gave you her real story, what's going on with her? It's because the program works like nothing else. It's a reason why we have people like James Brown you see him before the Steeler games on the NFL Today show. You see you see him before your eyes, lost 85 pounds on our program. And we didn't ask him to be the spokesperson until after. It wasn't like he wasn't given anything. He paid full price. He was referred by another executive at CBS that lost 85 pounds. He's over 70 years old and did an amazing job. And he watched him lose the weight and keep it off for a couple years. And then he finally, and Ken told JB, he says, hey, you got to do NutriMost. Find out why you need to do NutriMost. We're here for you. And remember, it's the Black Friday sale. This is the perfect time to get this to go on. There's no better time than right now because of the fact it's 25% off through Monday. That's a great savings. Give us a call at 855 NutriMost or go to NutriMost.com.
KA Morning News. Everything you need. And something extra.
The rubber band man, Kent DeCalby.
Our product for the day, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do it during the program. That's why I'll do it right now, and that is our GB-Most. And you have to understand how this works, first of all. Even if you don't have a gallbladder, you probably need this. In fact, if you don't have a gallbladder, you almost 100% absolutely need it. And the reason is that it's not that it clears the gallbladder. What it does is it clears the common bile duct. And that's where you got to remember, the bile is going to go from the liver. It's going to go down into the common bile duct to when it's stimulated by cholecystokinin, when there's fat that comes into the system. Then once that happens, some of it will go to the gallbladder and be concentrated, and the other part is going to leave. Well, what happens is these bile salts will precipitate in the common bile duct. When they precipitate, it blocks it. And now you can't get the bile down out of the gallbladder. Now, what happens when that? What happens? Number one is that you can start to get these brown spots. That's the liver spots. Number two, you can't digest your fats properly. Number three, that bile crosses the blood-brain barrier. Oh, we're coming back. Okay. I will go through this in a little bit when we come back.
Magazine. Local talk from local experts. News Radio 1020 KDKA.
Life will never be the same. Life is changing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, about 10 minutes left with Dr. Ray, so we're going to get right back to him. But again, to make that appointment, you need to call 855-NutriMost, 855-NutriMost, 855-688-7466, 855-688-7466. And, you know, Doc, one of the things why a lot of people fail because they don't see results soon enough, and they kind of just give up. The great thing about your program and that fat-burning process, you flip the switch early, and they start noticing results very quickly, right?
Absolutely, almost instantly, and that's the thing. So you're noticing it's so fast. It's the moment that you start, and you feel good right away. You know, on so many other programs, you just don't feel well. You feel like you can't wait to get off of the program. You can't wait. You're tired. You're lethargic. You're not sleeping well. You may be jittery. You just don't feel good, and all you think about is getting off the program. All you think about is what you're going to eat next. On NutriMost, it's exactly the opposite. And what I mean by that is you feel so good because as you're balancing the body, as we're moving things in the right direction. A lot of times people put people on this program because of the fact that that it balances the body. In fact, one of my patients I just saw this past week, I said, who referred you? And she says, I was referred by my therapist. And I said, you're referred by your therapist? And she says, yeah, my therapist said, people who do this program, her patients that do this program, it seems like their bodies just change. Once they do the program, it balances. And that's such an important aspect of this. And you heard Dr. Tafuri talk about that too. When Dr. Tafuri said, you know, that so many of his patients are professionals. They start off with the nurses. And by the way, we have so many nurses that are patients. It's probably our number one profession for patients. And then the doctors start on the program. And that's what makes this so unique. That's what makes it so different. And you start to ask, you know, what are some of the other things that make the program unique? Well, we make our own products that are designed specifically for NutriMost. In fact, some of our products We were the only ones that ever had anything like that before. We were the first to ever introduce the hydromolecular, which is a supersaturated molecular hydrogen. We're the very first. We're the only ones that have our hydrovitalize. Our NutriMost formula is unique to NutriMost. You can't purchase it anywhere else. And even our products, it's not like number one is you can only get them in a NutriMost office. You can't go on Amazon and any of this stuff. And the reason is we spend a lot of time, money, research, energy to create these products, and they're designed to run in a program. They're designed to run through a professionally supervised office. The program is priced right. It's one of the lowest cost per pound lost. We guide you through. And the thing that's different about this program, like I said, these other programs, you can't wait to get off on this. People are like, they never want to get off. And it's not that, and we say, okay, no, it goes from this period of time to this period of time. And then it's how do you live your normal, healthy life? How do you transform and how do you get yourself into how do you shop? How do you eat? It's truly, truly, truly amazing. And it's some of our products, or like I said, are truly amazing. I was just talking about a product that is one I want to highlight today, and that is the GBMost. And this is designed for optimal gallbladder and liver health. It helps as a detox. It has gold coin grass herb. It has milk thistle. It has all these different synergists, cofactors, active transporters. It's the entire design and research behind our products, behind our programs. We add B6 because it helps keep bile salts in suspension. In fact, when a person goes on, for instance, if they're doing a birth control pills, they're going to have a B6 deficiency. And not only that, you can actually break the process so that you're almost, even when you're off, you still have that B6 deficiency. And B6 keeps bile salts in suspension. So when you have a deficiency of that, now you block the common bile duct. You can't get the bile from the liver down through the intestinal tract. Now you develop gallstones. You have liver spots. That's when you start to get these dark spots on your hands and you get them throughout your body. That's a bile that's going through. And by the way, that crosses the blood-brain barrier. It causes, in Chinese medicine, they call it the angry man syndrome because of the fact that bile, once you block the common bile duct, it makes you angrier. The other thing is the gallbladder lies on the deep sleep meridian in Chinese acupuncture, and that's one of the reasons why you don't sleep as well. This product will help you sleep. It helps you obtain deep restful sleep because of the fact of the meridian, the deep sleep meridian, and that's one of the big things about this. It's less irritability. It's a key component of the liver, of our gallbladder flush. Our products are all designed for a reason. They're designed to help the body, to balance the body. So what we do is we look at what the need is. We look at all the research. We talked about the research today. It was on cinnamon, and cinnamon, it's interesting because they found that cinnamon helps with thermogenesis. Cinnamon helps with fat burning. How does it help? It helps by stimulating the mitochondrial UCP1, that's uncoupling protein 1, and FGF21, which is, by the way, our products, we've already been working on that. So many things that they come out, we already find that, we were already way ahead of the game. And so we put this together to optimize what your cell is by your foods, by your nutrients, by the science of the program itself, knowing when to eat your foods, knowing how much to eat, knowing what the process are, knowing how you stimulate certain, the tannosites, for instance, to stop appetite, knowing what you do, when to do it, and all the science, the research. All someone has to do is come in, do the program, and it's personalized for each person. So in other words, if someone has hypothyroid, their food's going to be different than someone that doesn't, or that somebody that has arthritis, or somebody that has an autoimmune challenge, or if somebody that has depression. And the reason is because there's foods that affect that. And they affect your hormones. They affect your neurotransmitters. So when someone says, well, yeah, you'll just have to eat like rabbit food, like broccoli or something like that. Well, you may be eating broccoli. Someone else will be told, stay away from broccoli. See, that's the difference of our program. That's the difference of NutriMost. And that's why we encourage you. Take advantage of our Black Friday special. 25% off. That just doesn't happen. And we've only had it, Rob, NutriMost has been around since 2007. Since 2007, we had one other sale. That was the last Black Friday. We're doing it again this year. We don't know if, and I told you it was a discussion whether we do. We don't know if we'll even do it again. But call 855-NutriMost. That's 855-688-7466, or schedule it online at NutriMost.com. Whether you're local, if you call that number, it'll get you to the office. It's near you. If there's not an office near you, you can do it remotely with our remote coaches. Our remote coaches, to be a remote coach, they have to have the highest competency levels. We have some great remote coaches. They do some of the celebrities. They do some of the sports figures. So it's a great opportunity. Give them a call at 855-NutriMost, or just visit us online at NutriMost.com.
So you're talking about JB, and I've noticed the great amount of weight that he's lost and how he looks so much younger. And the thing that a lot of people don't realize, sometimes when you feel as though you're getting old and you're losing energy, it has a lot to do with how you look as far as your weight is concerned. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I've taken from doing this show for you for such a long time. Young and old alike, the one common denominator, Doc, is when they lose the weight, they are energized like they have never been before. Even in some cases, more energy than they've ever had in their entire life. So if you want more energy, and who doesn't want more energy, the best way to go is with NutriMost and to lose that weight.
Absolutely. And by the way, it just affects your life. You take a look at JB, for instance. He's been offered more jobs. He's doing 60 Minutes. He did 48 Hours. He's doing the morning show on CBS. He's the substitute anchor on the CBS Evening News. He has his own show now, the James Brown Show. It's a syndicated TV show in over 200 different markets. He has the Inside the NFL on Showtime, and then he does, and that's the show, they say the show that the pros watch. It really is. And then they have the NFL Today. I was trying to think which the common one was. So those are the things that are so powerful. And it's just amazing when you realize the power of a personalized program, and that's what JB swears by. And he's suffered weight challenges for a really, really long time. He's tried almost everything, and it wasn't until he did this program. And that's one of the reasons why he's referred. The guy who referred him referred like 100 people. Ken, he's a senior executive at CBS Sports. And then JB referred like 100 people. I mean, these people referring machines. And so we said, hey, I went to him. I said, why don't you just be a spokesperson for NutriMost? And sure enough, that's what we have, and that's what he is. And so those are the things that make us so different. But you have to call to take advantage of it. And today, remember, it's Black Friday, 25% off through Monday. So 855-NutriMost, or visit us online at NutriMost.com.
Hey, Doc, always a pleasure. We'll talk to you next week. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Rob.
Hey, listen, NutriMost.com, but you're going to get a chance to see Sharon. You heard her today on the program. She lost 80 pounds. Talk about a transformation. She looks absolutely...
You can take a look. This is from Metabolism, Clinical and Experimental, and it's how cinnamon affects fat burning and thermogenesis and metabolic programming, and it truly does. Sprinkle some of that on and be absolutely fantastic. Hey, I did talk about, and I hope that you got to see Zayna's vegetable quiche. My gosh, does that look good or what? I love when you use the bell peppers. When you use the bell peppers, it's really I like to use the different colors. The you put the red and you have the green and you use the yellow and you just make it colorful. And take a look at Toya's Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, you just can't beat it. So these are, this is just amazing. These are the it's going to be 25% off. Okay, so I no sound this tell me. Okay, so that was an issue. Let me just see why we're not getting sound. We must have broke that. Must have broke one of the. We must have broke one of the sound cards. Okay, I see what's going on. Every once in a while, we really take our we really take our program to the studio. We're really pushing it, but we're going to end on this. But I just want you to realize that we do have the. Let me see if we have sound here when we do this. Okay, let's see if we have some sound, because we're really taking it down on the program as it is. So we're wrapping that up. But I just want you to realize that it is Black Friday. You know, if you know somebody, this is the perfect opportunity. You know, send them into the office. Take advantage of the 25%. If you've done a program already, you can get 35% off, and that'll be which is just awesome. And all you have to do is call us at 855 NutriMost, 855-688-7466. Visit us online at NutriMost.com. And the one thing I would like to just go into real quickly, some of the stuff with the gallbladder. And because one of the things that I talked about, the fact that we have our GBMost. And GBMost, we just had Thanksgiving dinner. Here's the thing. If you've had your gallbladder removed, and let me go through how that occurs and what happens. The first thing that has to happen is you have these bile salts that travel from the liver down the common bile duct. They precipitate. In other words, they block that common bile duct. Now, there's a couple reasons why. Number one, if you have a B6 deficiency, that holds the bile salts in suspension. That's one of the reasons why we added B6 to the GBMost, and it's added in the fully reduced form, by the way, because it keeps your bile salts in suspension. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can do some grounding, because that's going to improve your zeta potential, and you want to have great zeta potential for this. So you want to look at the zeta potential to help with that. And the other thing is that once that gets blocked, now when the fats stimulate for cholecystokinin to squeeze the gallbladder, and once it squeezes the gallbladder, it squirts some of these concentrated bile down the common bile duct to help emulsify the fats. And by the way, you can't emulsify fats. Now, if you can't emulsify fats, that's going to give you a lot of problems, because there's essential fatty acids. There's a rule. You have to have some fats. So now you can't break down those fats. Now, as that stays in the gallbladder, it keeps taking out more and more fluid from that, because it's supposed to concentrate. Now it gets so concentrated, though, that now you have gallstones. And so in a lot of people, I mean a lot of Americans, and the vast majority actually have gallstones. And and we'll go through that. There's how that's formed. You can do a gallbladder flush, but the reality of it is it's going to take you some time to get to take care of that. This isn't like you're going to take this and all of a sudden, boom. What it does is it slowly helps improve that allowing the bile salts to really, break that up, allow the proper flow of bile. Now, if you remove the gallbladder, that tells you that if you had your gallbladder removed, that means that you absolutely had a problem with precipitation of bile salts in the common bile duct. So if that's the case, then you really need this. So a lot of people say, well, I don't need that. I don't have a gallbladder. No, that's when you really need it. Not only that, you really should change when you eat your large meal, because the body will naturally put out your bile from the liver between about 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So what does that mean? That means that your main meal, if you do not have a gallbladder, your main meal should be between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. You should eat smaller meals for your dinner. That is so important. So I just wanted to go through that, because when you don't have, and when you have a gallbladder issue, you do develop the brown spots. You do develop these age spots. You do get more irritability. You do have burping and indigestion, especially if you have a fatty meal. If you're eating a fatty meal, and it seems like when you eat a fatty meal that you have some issues, I guarantee you that you have some issues with your gallbladder, which is really the common bile duct. Okay, let's just make sure you understand what we mean by that, because it has to flow from the gallbladder down into that common bile duct. But if you're having issues with that, let's use this, because if you do not have a good flow of bile, you will have bad sleep. You just can't get into that deep restful sleep. It's really important. And what will happen is that crosses over in the blood-brain barrier, bile does. It will give you irritability. So this is a key component to really help out. And I hope everybody enjoyed the program today. And I do realize that it seems like we must have broken one of the sound cards when we go to the video itself. So we're going to end it on today, but I'm going to end it with this, that remember, you have till Monday that's Cyber Monday. But here's what happened. If you wait till Cyber Monday, and then say, you get busy, you forget to do it, and it's like, oh man, I should have done that, because you can't get it on Tuesday. So if you've done the program before, you get 35% off your next time. If you've done it, if it's the first time through, it's 25%. But give us a call, 855-NutriMost, or go online to NutriMost.com. And thank you. And one thing I want to say, that I am so thankful for our entire community of NutriMosters out there. I'm thankful for the people who refer so many people. I'm thankful that you contribute. I'm thankful that you volunteer to come on to our program and share your story. And your story has a profound impact on other people. So I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful that you believe so much in NutriMost, because of the fact that you made NutriMost what it is. And that is that we're one of the fastest growing companies across the country. The way that NutriMost grew into a very large, I shouldn't say very large, but it's a substantial for such a, we started off as one office, not intending to be a national franchise, just to help people. Except when other doctors learned about it and they wanted to help people, and they wanted to go out there and make a difference, and you heard Dr. Tafuri tell what it meant to him. You heard Dr. Tafuri talk about how it affects their patients, and how people's lives are being transformed and changed. And when I see people online, and they'll say stuff, and they send me messages, they send me emails, and it is so gratifying, and I'm humbled by that, and I'm thankful. And that is the thing that I pray for everybody out there, that your life is able to be transformed. I pray that the people who need NutriMost can find NutriMost. I pray that you'll be part of that and help other people get this. But this is a great opportunity this weekend. So, call today, and because you don't want to miss out on it. But we look forward to that. And again, thank you for being NutriMosters, and thank you for being part of NutriMost.